show begins like any other sunny morning on The View. The hosts laugh, the audience claps, and Blake Shelton walks onto the stage with that easy country charm. He's there to promote his new album. Light-hearted, friendly, just another celebrity guest in a familiar chair. Whoopi Goldberg greets him warmly, joking about his Oklahoma twang. The air feels relaxed, safe. But then something shifts. Whoopi leans in with a serious tone. "Blake," she says, "country music's been under fire lately for its politics. What do you think your songs say about America today?" Blake pauses, flashes that polite smile, and answers, "I think country music speaks for real folks, people who still love this country and aren't afraid to say it." The room quiets. The laughter fades. A few murmurs ripple through the crowd. Whoopi tilts her head, her expression changing from playful to probing. "Real folks?" she repeats. "Are you saying some Americans aren't real?" Blake shifts in his chair. His charm gives way to discomfort. The audience senses it. That electric moment before something breaks. Whoopi leans forward, eyes locked on his. "Blake," she says sharply, "are you saying what I think you're saying?" Blake lets out a tight laugh, trying to ease the tension. "No, Whoopi, that's not what I meant. I'm just saying, people out where I'm from, they still believe in hard work, family, and faith. That's what my songs are about." Whoopi folds her arms, unimpressed. "But don't you think that sounds like you're drawing a line? Like there's real Americans and then there's everyone else?" Blake frowns. "That's not fair. I'm talking about values, not politics." The crowd reacts. Some clap in support, others boo softly. Joy Behar tries to step in with a joke, but the moment is too tense. Whoopi presses harder. "You can't just hide behind values when those words have been used to divide people. You're a public figure, Blake. You have a responsibility." Blake's smile fades completely now. "Responsibility? My responsibility is to be honest in my music, not to fit into Hollywood's idea of what's acceptable." A few gasps echo from the audience. The tension is no longer subtle. It's a storm brewing live on air. In the control room, a producer's voice cuts through the chaos. "Cut to commercial now. Now." The screen fades to black, but the damage is already done. The cameras return from the break, but the energy in the studio is completely different. The audience sits in uneasy silence. Blake's face is tight, his posture rigid. Whoopi doesn't waste a second. "So, Blake," she says firmly, "before the break, you mentioned honesty. But don't you think honesty without empathy can do more harm than good?" Blake shakes his head slowly. "You know what, Whoopi? I came here to talk about music, not to get lectured about politics." Every word I said got twisted the minute I opened my mouth. Whoopi's eyebrows lift. "We're not twisting anything, Blake. We're just asking you to think about what your platform means to people who don't live your kind of life." Blake leans forward now, his tone sharper. "Maybe if this show cared as much about listening as it does about labeling, people wouldn't feel silenced." The audience gasps again. Some cheer. Others boo. Whoopi exhales deeply, eyes narrowing. "So you're saying we're silencing you? You're sitting here on national television, Blake. How's that being silenced?" Blake rises slightly from his chair, visibly frustrated. "This isn't a conversation anymore," he says. "It's an ambush." Whoopi stands too. "Then maybe you shouldn't be here." The audience freezes. No one moves. No one breathes. The tension between Whoopi and Blake is no longer just emotional. It's physical. The two stand facing each other under the bright studio lights, both unwilling to back down. A stage manager appears at the edge of the set, gesturing urgently for calm, but it's too late. Blake's voice cracks with frustration. "You invited me here just to tear me apart. You don't want a real conversation? You want a headline." Whoopi fires back. "You came here with a message, Blake. Own it." The audience erupts, half clapping, half shouting. Security quietly moves closer, trying not to draw attention. Joy Behar calls out nervously, "Okay, everybody, let's take a breath." But Blake won't sit down. "You can't silence everyone who disagrees with you, Whoopi. That's not America." Whoopi's jaw tightens. "No one's silencing you, Blake. You're just not used to being challenged." A security guard steps in, murmuring something off mic. Blake throws his hands up. "Fine, I'll leave. But this is exactly what's wrong with TV today." The feed flickers. The camera jolts. The last thing viewers see is Whoopi shouting something as the broadcast cuts to static. By nightfall, the internet is on fire. Clips of the confrontation flood social media. Hashtags like Tosh Team Blake and Stand With Whoopi trend worldwide. News outlets replay the footage on loop, dissecting every glance, every raised eyebrow. Commentators call it the most explosive moment in daytime TV history. Blake breaks his silence first. In a dimly lit Instagram video, he speaks calmly but firmly. "I've got nothing but respect for Whoopi and the women of The View, but I won't apologize for loving my country or speaking my truth." Fans rally behind him instantly. The next morning, The View opens without its usual laughter. Whoopi appears visibly emotional. "We have tough conversations here," she says softly. But somewhere along the way, we stopped hearing each other. "I don't hate Blake, I just want us all to listen again." The audience applauds, some standing. It feels like closure until a breaking news alert flashes across the screen. An unnamed insider from The View claims the entire blow-up was planned by producers to spike ratings during sweeps week. The studio falls silent once more. Viewers watching at home feel the chill of betrayal. Was it all real, or just the perfect storm for profit? If you're still reeling from what you just saw, you're not alone. This moment wasn't just about Blake Shelton or Whoopi Goldberg. It was about the deeper divide playing out across America, right on live television. Was it truth? Was it performance? Or was it the raw, unfiltered clash our culture has been avoiding for too long? We want to hear from you. Do you think Blake was silenced? Or was Whoopi standing her ground? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this conversation is far from over. And if you want more deep dive coverage, behind-the-scenes revelations, and raw talk show moments that the mainstream won't touch, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Because next time, what happens on live TV might just change everything we thought we knew about truth, fame, and freedom.